Aleluya. Cada vez los cristianos estamos predicando acerca de la venida del Señor Jesucristo. El retorno de Cristo a la tierra para levantar a aquellos que le han aceptado.
I'm in where I'm at, around like 5th and Lehigh basically. So we're gonna take a tour around my city. So I want to be implementing videos like this. Just it's content. That's what we do. And this is what I like to do, like narrate and talk my shit and talk stuff. So I bought me a Dominican grub, and I got like from down the street. I forget the name of the place, but went in there. And no, I did not order this in Spanish, I ordered it in English. Them, I don't like to speak to them in English. Why? Because they be like acting weird or whatever. They be like the ones that be like skinned it like me, that be acting weird like they so much different than me. Man, y'all asses is crazy. I know block. But let me bust down this grub real quick, and then after that we're gonna go on a little tour. I wanna show y'all like just the whole Spanish section of like Philadelphia. Now it does extend at like certain distances, so this is just one section. There are plenty of sections to like cover. Could be worse, I could be in New York and could be a lot more shit to cover, but we're gonna cover the most like centralized part, which will be kind of like around here. And 5th Street got like history. You don't need to go into history, so if you wanna, something you wanna Google or whatever, you could do that and figure it out. But 5th Street, store wise, they got so much like Hispanic stores, so much Latinos here, barbershops, all types of stuff. You can get your hair done on 5th Street, but 5th Street goes like a great distance. So I'm gonna chop my grub down, and then after I get situated, we're gonna go for a walk and talk. So make sure you hit that like button, make sure you guys share, so that way this video gets where it needs to get. And I see people ain't covering content like this, like how I'm doing it, so I'm gonna be the first one, knock on wood, right? So let's go. So I switched up the location where I was like previously. Why? It was like shooting up at the park or whatever. I don't know, like some lady like smoked up something. Whatever she smoked, it was lace. She started like, nah, no. So I said, I ain't finna eat my food around there. So I'm walking back to my car. I need to get something. So this section got like, basically like a lot of stores. All types of goddamn stores. Hair store you can like send money to a different country, food store. This one is like a public notary. It's everywhere. If you curious if it's like dangerous or whatever, I don't think that it's dangerous. I wouldn't know. Somebody like me, but in like all parts of like the city basically, so it's kind of like hard to say if it's like dangerous or whatever. But I do recommend, make sure you got something on you, because like you never know. You never know. Me, that's like I never really leave the crib without anything. So in the state of Pennsylvania, I do recommend, if you are able to get a firearm, make sure you go get one. Like I said, I won't be out here with goddamn camera like a goddamn fool recording all crazy. And I'll go to another city and do it. I did it in Chicago, but here, this is my city. It's different here. homes is like barked up around here. That's a lot of like North Philly. I don't really see too much of that in like West Philly or South Philly. I could be wrong, somebody like correct me, but around here remind me of like in Puerto Rico or NDR, like how they do it. They definitely bring that scene from there definitely over here, so there's definitely like a big difference in like the section, I think. So definitely Caribbean vibes, like shit need to get cleaned up, look like how it was, how it is like when I was in DR basically. So I don't really see too many like niggas around here. It's really either you look like me and your culture is Spanish, or you something else, but mostly I don't see like no nigga like no plantation nigga around here. I don't know, bunch of stuff going on around here. You can see they represent their flags, they take it serious over here. The cars are like vintage too. How it is, how they do the cars, they bring the presents over here, how they treat the cars, lower fancy tint, loud and everything, and mostly loud though, so I probably gotta like censor some of this music out because I don't want YouTube to get on my nerves about it. But it's a lot of like flags around here. I see an American flag for some reason. Somebody probably like try to set a point. Usually you'll see a block that got like I'll show you the flag around here. God probably doing that on purpose too. So a neighbor purposely represent the country. If they see somebody around them representing another country, so that's probably what that meant. But I'll show you the flag if we can walk past it. So I don't know if you can see it right there. Oh, definitely American. He did it in the right spot though. Most people like me who from here, we ain't finna represent no flag from this country. Why? I guess we probably feel the way we feel, but we definitely don't represent it like that. So whoever did that intentionally. It's definitely strange for me to be walking around here. Like I said, I'm the only gringo I'm seeing within distance that's walking around here. And mind you, this city is not like small, nothing like that. So it's definitely got like a lot here, but where we need to be. So let's go see if we can see some more presence around here. So I'm walking, everybody kind of like looking at me weird because I'm holding the camera, but I don't give a shit. I'm surprised I don't see like a good number of like scooters getting around, because like I said, in DR, Cuba, or Puerto Rico, the Spanish Caribbean, I saw a lot of that. So over here, definitely not like a lot over here. New York, yeah, they got a lot. Island town now, they probably got more than they do got here. Probably I'm not in the right section. Maybe if we go up on the other end of like 5th Street, I can show you more. But like I said, the areas extend and other parts that a lot of people don't know that exists here. So that's my whole point of like coming down here, so that way you can see, and we're going to build up a bunch of content in different parts and stuff. So this is just one video. There's going to be more to film, and I see if I can get somebody out there with me to hold the camera while I narrate. But if I got to do this by myself, like how I'm doing this by myself, then I guess I really don't care. It is what it is. It's my content. So we're going to keep on walking. So I'm going to walk past Freddie and Tony's. This a good popular spot, Puerto Rican spot. I ate from there before and it's pretty good. So let's walk past it and I'll just show you what it looked like on the outside. So if you ever come to Philly, make sure you come to where we at, 2nd and Allegheny, and you'll find at the intersection Freddie and Tony's. Like I said, Caribbean food, Puerto Rican food, smell good, is good. Know what it's like to like live in a section like this, because I didn't live in a section. Most closest I lived to was with my aunt on like 9th and Erie, and that was like Puerto Rican based around that area. Probably like a little bit of Dominicans, but mostly Puerto Rican based. But definitely not familiar with her, but it's definitely a lot a certain section. At least in a good section that's in a good section. Now I know that my car ain't gonna get like messed with. And next time I come down here, I'll probably just leave the car. Maybe park it in a parking garage or something like that, or leave it at like a SEPTA lot or something. I don't know, and then catch the train. But I definitely want to be able to come down here and be on foot more and just do more. But you notice if I'm not looking in the camera too so much, I'm trying to pay attention to your surroundings when you in Philly, because this is a high class city. So I'm not saying that you should be scared, but I'm also saying you should be paying the goddamn attention, because look where you at. You see a person like me walking down the street with two cameras, one right here and the other one in my damn hand. People don't like look at you all crazy, but I'm from here. I'm comfortable, but I don't want anybody else to try to like do this and try to be comfortable. I mean, nothing probably gonna happen to you. Know I don't care. That's your responsibility. But for me, I'm comfortable doing what I do. That don't mean it's go follow somebody. There was this chick that walked past that was complaining. I guess she was trying to use the bathroom or something. The place that she went to, they didn't speak English there. So you're gonna get that around here. It's like I said, it's heavily populated. And I went up another section. I went up more like 10 minutes from the location than I previously was. And like I said, it don't make a difference in the direction, but it's the presence. It's there. Ain't nobody covering it. So we're gonna have like a lot of content based on this, and I'm like extremely excited. Looks like the editing gonna be crazy on this, because like the amount of music that's just like in and out. So let me mute it again. It's funny like hearing people's conversations, because you know I speak Spanish as well. So it's not one of those things where I'm just going to be like flexing to people or telling people, oh, I speak Spanish. No, you know, it's not necessary. When a moment calls for it, then that's when I do it. If I see a person struggling to speak English, then I got no problem speaking Spanish. So you just neutral like that, you can switch in between both. And that's what we do. So I think I might stop in here to go get, I want to see if I can find a Spanish place where I can go get my feet done. So I got my hands and feet done. It was a manicure. I can't even say it right. Manicure and a pedicure. And it was like Asian spots, smack dab in like Spanish land, Poppy land, basically. So it cost me like $70. I feel like, I don't even know if that's expensive or not. My feet needed to get done because it was nasty. So soup them up, dig the corners out. We got to worry about no, I don't get like ingrown, but if you leave it long enough, it will start to dig in on the side. But I think that's like a men thing, whatever, I don't know. Now I'm up on the upper end of like 5th Street. So this is like another section where they got like a lot of Spanish stuff. So if you ever hear me like say Spanish, I know the difference. I'm not referring to somebody from like Spain or nothing like that. That's just how we say it from over here. So you speak any speak of Spanish, they don't give a shit. We're gonna split because they're playing too much music over here. Should never went over to this section, but it's plenty more places to go to. Maybe I'll cut this video short in a couple minutes, but let's go to another area. So I'm on 5th Street. Again, this is on the other section. Believe how I was, but I didn't come through this part. We got like some police action. Looked like there was like some type of accident. I'm not sure, but from like a distance, it looked like there could be like I don't know, if like a bike accident. That's what it looked like a dirt bike on the ground or something like that. So they ride them heavy in the city, like how they do in all parts of the city. I haven't seen it in Cali, Baltimore, New York, other states too. That shit, Texas, they do it everywhere. So let me get up close real quick and switch over to the other camera and see if we can get some better angles. So, cop is like cussing out the one guy over there who decided to walk over. It looks like I was wrong about the dirt bike. It was a wheelchair. Somebody got hit or something like that. So, look like what the cop is doing. I'm hoping he ain't following me, and I got my gun on me and everything. So I'm gonna walk away because they like to frisk me. I got frisked a couple times by the cops, but. So it's still early in spring and summer is yet to come, but I can imagine, we know every summer it's hot around here, temperature wise and the otherwise. Like, that's just how it is. Let me cut it. I was up there more, and you can see like a police car. Like I said before, there was an accident. It looked like somebody got hit, wheelchair. I don't know. I'm surprised the news crew didn't come out here and get it like how they always do. They always just get anything, but it's a city, right? So I want to walk back to my car. I'm probably going to conclude this video. I'm not sure if I do or not, if I can continue to keep on recording. Who knows? I don't know, but it's starting to get dark, and I don't like the lighting with the camera that I got to keep adjusting with this, which I can keep adjusting, but I just like it to be bright enough to, I like it that way. Ain't no problem. It is what it is. Let me get to my car. So it's like observation. They put like a flag in the car or flag outside of their house to let you know, but they letting you know where they from out here. And like I said, you don't really see too much niggas around here, plantation niggas, and I talk like that because this is, you need to know exactly what the hell that is, because people, it's otra cosa. But why am I out of breath? I don't know. Because I'm walking hard. I shouldn't be out of breath, but I got all this stuff up in my pockets, everything on the camera. Pockets is filled. I'm strapped. But I'm going back to the car. I don't like leaving my car parked at a certain point in Philly for too long. I don't trust people. I'm surprised my wheels are still on the damn car. So let's get out of the city and go back to the garage. I'm gonna cut the video and try to have it posted tomorrow. And we're having another adventure. I'll venture off to somewhere else. Maybe I'll show you another section of the city. Maybe we might go to Allentown. Maybe we might go to Breton. Maybe we might go to Pottstown. But it's plenty of places in PA for me to explore. Tons of goddamn content. I like it, and I'm gonna see in another video if I can get, you know, basically somebody speaking Spanish to want to have a conversation, basically. So in this video, this is like my first video walking around on goddamn city, basically. But like I said, in the future videos, I'll try to get somebody like participating with me, somebody holding the camera, and then me interacting with the people here and getting information, talking, getting to learn here. Because like I said, we lived in a neighborhood before, yes, but how often do you actually get with the people and actually learn from them? So I'm gonna go to repair. Make sure y'all hit that like button, leave a comment, and if you want me to visit a certain section of the city, definitely let me know. And this is the first video, it's going to be more to come, so I'll holla at y'all.
Aleluya. Cada vez los cristianos estamos predicando acerca de la venida del Señor Jesucristo, el retorno de Cristo a la tierra para levantar a aquellos que le han aceptado, aquellos que se han arrepentido y se han convertido de sus pecados y han empezado a vivir una vida agradable a Dios. Cristo viene pronto. Muy pronto, dice la Biblia, que sonará la trompeta. Hay una trompeta, gloria al nombre de Jesús, que sonará. Mi alma adora a Dios. Y cuando esa trompeta suene, bendito el nombre de Jesús, dice la palabra que Jesucristo mismo